Hello and welcome to Brave Souls Full Dive, this week featuring Nell, more specifically the lungy stabby one. Now I know I said I was gonna do Aizen this week, but due to the new accessories coming out and my inability to get them, I might have to delay that one just a bit. I was however able to get the good accessories for Nell, so I figured why not. Now I started off with the normal attack damage build for Nell, since that is the best possible build for her. She's got a ridiculous plus 80 bruiser on top of a really high attack. Plus I had her 10-10-10 and I had a golden chappy. I was also able to get the Bow Bow accessory, so she was doing some crazy damage. On average I found that she was doing anywhere between 11,000 to 13 or 14,000 per hit. And this is without killer multiplication since it's just a regular raid. Her strong attacks also came in handy as her strong attack 2 is a vortex move that surrounds her, and her strong attack 3 puts everyone in one spot. It's a ridiculously fun build and a really fast one because not only are you doing a ton of damage, but because she lunges, she also has incredible reach. If you have this character and you use her in PvE, this is the build you want to go with. Granted, yours may not do as much damage as I did have her 10-10-10 and a golden accessory, but I do guarantee it will still do a ton of damage while also being incredibly fun. Next up is the wrong build for this character, and I believe I actually have a standalone episode on her. Back then though, the Espada chair accessory wasn't a thing, so I figured I'd remake it. And the result was really fun. The strong attacks did a decent amount of damage, except for kind of her strong attack 2, since it is a vortex move that surrounds her, but it did still come in handy. Not to mention that because she still has a high attack and a plus 80 bruiser, her normal attack was still usable, and it's something you would have to use under this build when waiting for your strong attacks to completely come back. Overall, it was a really enjoyable build, though not as fast as the last one. Also keep in mind that because she was 10-10-10, she did have an increase in her attack stat as well as SP. Still, even without that boost, I have tried it, and it's still a fairly enjoyable build, and one that's very likely to inflict debilitating weakening, since her strong attacks hit a good number of times, and under this build, you'll be able to use them a lot more frequently. Next up is the Senkaimon Aizen build, a build I actually wasn't sure I was gonna do for this particular character. Usually this build is best when it's applied to strong attack based characters, but I figured why not give it a shot, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. Both my strong attacks and my normal attacks did a ridiculous amount of damage, and because Nell lunges, she's actually pretty difficult to hit, which is my main complaint about this build anyway, that when you get hit, you basically lose 60% of your damage. Ordinarily, this is a big issue for characters that are melee characters, or characters who don't have the ability to heal. But with Nell, it really doesn't feel like a struggle to not take damage, because as I mentioned the lunge, and also thanks to her strong attack 2, which not only deals damage, but in this case, also helps protect her. I'm still not particularly fond of using this build, but out of all of them it was definitely the most fun, assuming you don't get hit. Finally, we have the PvP build. Now as soon as I saw that this character was gonna have a really high attack, a plus 80 bruiser, and poise, I knew that she was gonna be a good option for PvP. The poise means she won't stagger when hit, but more importantly, it means that she's gonna be able to pull off her strong attacks without interruptions. Unless of course she's frozen or paralyzed. But more often than not, she's gonna be able to get off her strong attack 2, which has a very high chance of inflicting debilitating weakening on the enemies. Plus, because she lunges, she becomes particularly difficult to hit, which can definitely come in handy. She's definitely not Noitora level, but then again there's not many characters who are. She is a very good option for PvP, and I recommend you test her out if you haven't. So there you have it, that's the new Nell. She's quickly becoming one of my favorite characters in this game, and the fact that she has an Urankar killer means she's viable pretty much anywhere. Also, and this just occurred to me, let me know if I should include an auto build as part of this series. It would be for autoing specifically droplet zones and inheritance zones, and whether or not a character is good for it. Nell definitely is. With that said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.